Money, 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 money! And board games! We are talking about money and board games today. I have taken all the games that I have, ripped out all the money, thrown them on the table, and I am telling you my top 10 monies in my games that I have. I'm using a certain kind of criteria. Usually it's just randomness and what I normally feel and think, but also on top of that, I'm going to try to use some kind of system. I normally don't, but that's what I'm going to try to do. This time I'm going to use basically the design of it. How important is it for the feel of the game? Does it feel like it fits in there with the design? Look, you're like, well, isn't that a lot of like design? No. The look. Does it actually look like it's a part of the game? Does it feel great? And then of course I have feel. Can you play with it? What does it do when it sits there? Is it just sitting there and just like, is it hard to grab and pull out of things? Is it hard to figure out? And then finally, usefulness. How useful is the money in the game? Is it just there for no apparent reason because they had nothing else better to do? Who knows? That's what I'm gonna go through. So first we're gonna have our honorable mention for the absolute worst types of monies you can have in board games. Paper. And I'm looking at you, Trans-Siberian Orchestra Railroad. This is horrible. I am sorry. I don't know what you were doing, Rio Games. This game, it looks like it was made in the late 80s, early 90s maybe, and it's just, no, it was like 2020. The money, it's just pure paper. It's hard to get a grasp on it. I mean, the design, it's just, oh, you're like, oh, it's Russian. Oh, what does it say? Currency. And a 1. And also the big part of this, there's not enough of this in the game. When there's like 5 players, we're trying to like, all right, we're out of 1s. All right, everybody circle up. All right, here's some 1s, here's some 5s. I don't have any more 10s. All right, here's some 10s. It is not that great. The feel, not good. Ugh, just paper. There are some games that have paper money, like Firefly. Firefly paper money is great. This, it's just like, no, it sticks together. Doesn't want to come apart. I would rather try to find something else different. Paper money, out the window, done. None. You're gone. Honorable mention, unhonorable mention even. You're out of it. So now we're going to the proper top 10 of the coins in my games. And we're going with number 10, which I really like this game, but I feel the monies is quite horrible. It is Dune Imperium with their Solarius, whatever it is. It's the money in it. It is not good. They are gray tokens, basically 1s and 5s. It's not that good. Just look at them. It's just, you don't really want to play with it. I see the design of it and I'm like, oh, very bland. All the tokens are pretty much bland, but these are the blandest of the blands. Not even that great feel. You know, the design, yeah, sure, it matches all the other tokens, but no, it's just like somebody just went, hey, let's cut some cost and just use some grade this for this. Usefulness, I don't even use that much in the game. Honestly, I mean, I see things that cost, oh, use it for to buy stuff. I'm like, not really, I don't wanna. I can buy stuff on the council. All right, buy troops to keep them for later. All right, So number 10, Dune Imperium, just not that good of money. Next we have up. I actually wish this was a little bit better, a little bit higher, but honestly, I can't justify putting it higher. It is Machikoro. The coins are plastic. It's an interesting design to have them as plastic. Normally it's always paper, cardboard, or metal. Plastic is a little different. I'm gonna give them credit for that. The problem I have is they're harder to grab, they're harder to pick up, and they're in that giant middle section if you put them out and put them in different bowls. They're just kind of hard to grab, and it's just like, the feel is not that great. The design on them is nice. They have different sizes. There's like, 3 different sizes. 1s, 5s, and 10s. Hey, great. And then if you have the expansion, 20s. And that's the other problem. The 20s are cardboard, but everything else is plastic. It could have been a little bit higher, but harder to pick up, different styles within the different expansions, just should have been kept the same. Number 9, Machikoro. Number 8. This might upset some people that it's going to be this low, but I am going to say it's this low because I do not have the metal version. If I had the metal versions of these coins, they'd be much higher, and I'm talking about Scythe. Cardboardy ones, I have a ton of issues with. One, they all look the same. Yeah, you have different numbers on them, but look, the 10 and the 5 look way too similar. The ones, sure, they have holes in them. You can tell the difference. It's just so hard to figure out. The 2 or the 3. The 3 and the 5 look too much alike, and then you have the 5 and the 10 that look too much alike. They are not that good. I mean, I understand for production value, because this is such a beautiful game, they had to skimp somewhere, and you can go out and buy the metal coins, which would bump this up so much more. But for the base game, the design, yeah, they're okay looking. The feel, yeah, cardboard's fine, but they're hard to distinguish which ones they are. So you're like, oh, I just grabbed a bunch of coins. Oh, wait, no, that's a 10. I needed a 5. Where's the 5? The 3. Okay, I know which ones the ones are because they have the holes in them. Scythe, you disappoint me with your base coins. All right, next we have up. I really like this game. It is a interesting choice for me to put it here because they are all very, very similar coins. It is Architects of the West Kingdoms. All the coins are the same. You only have the one, but I like the design on it. They have like this ancient-y kind of style on it, which looks really nice. They get like little notches throughout the coin, which have different feels, which makes it nice. You can stack them up. You can play with them. All right, I'm gonna play with them right here, see? Waiting for your turn. Just put them in your hand. Cycle them through. Yep. Oh, this guy never takes his turn. Why does he never take his turn? See, that's nice and relaxing. That's why it's a little bit higher. Usefulness, they're important in the game, but I mean, it's just single coins. And they're all the same. So it's just, that's why it's a little bit lower than I would like, but yeah, number 7, Architects of the West Kingdom, single coin. Useful in the game, yes, but this alone right here makes it kind of worth it. You can kind of pick them up. Just go, oh, hey, how many do I have? I have 3. Ah, I got 3. See, easy to get, easy to grab. Architects of the West Kingdom. Next we have number 6. I'm gonna say it's another kind of controversial one because it is Flamecraft. Again, single-use coin used for wilds in this game, but it's got dragons on it. Dragon heads on the coins, and then there's an opposite side that has a building on it. It's like a real coin. And in the game, there's like, you have to flip it at one point. Oh, hey, I get victory points or something in hearts. The design on the coins are very beautiful. They just like got the cute dragon heads. The back has got this building. It looks like they've been printed. The cardboard is nice, solid use. You can put them in your hand, stack them up. You're not gonna get that many in the game usually, but you can, hey, just kind of like Architects. You can, if you get a couple, you can do this. Now, in the game, you're gonna be more like maybe 3. See? If it was more, it'd be better. Instead, you're just like, hey, 3. No, do. So if I think in the game you would get more than through the game throughout, it'd be a lot better and a lot higher. But right now, 6, you've got Flamecraft. So next up, it's an expansion. It's an expansion for a game that has monies in it that normally doesn't have it. It is Tiny Towns. I like the wood tokens. Yes, again, 3rd one in a row. They are wilds. You get them when you do special things. Build 2 buildings, you get a coin, you can use it later as a wild. That is very nice, but I like it because of the cute animal heads on it. It's got little Mises on it. Oh, look at the Mises on there. And then on the opposite side, you've got a 1. They're also victory points. Okay, kind of 2 different things. So beautiful design. The feel looks really good. You got them in your hand. You got a little board even. You can put them in there. You take them in your hand, go, All right, I'm gonna slide it into my board. That's why this is middle of the road for me overall. Tiny Towns, the expansion with their wooden little mouse coins. Sound nice going to the bowl. All right, next up after that, at number 4. Ye old time as I mess up, but I'm gonna keep going, is Maracaibo. Why do I like the Maracaibo coins? 1, 3 different types, 3 different sizes, 3 different colors. This is vital in a game if you're gonna have a lot of money and you're gonna have to go through a bunch of it. Maracaibo, you're gonna need a lot of money throughout the game to be able to buy different players. Having the different sizes is really good. The different colors, so you can easily just like look down and grab, all right, hey, I'm gonna grab this. All right, I need a couple ones. All right, there you go. That helps out. The design on it makes it looks like doubloons. Har, me mateys, doubloons we be grabbing. Maracaibo is not quite a pirate game, but I'm gonna say it's a pirate game because you're on a ship in the Caribbean. Har, me mateys. So I like that, the fact that it's got a nice design on it. You get a whole bunch of them in your hand. You get the feel. Yeah, that's a bunch of 5s. You're like, oh man, I'm gonna buy a prestige card because I have a tons of 5s. Or if you're just like, oh man, sailing around and grabbing a little bit of coins here and there, like, okay, I got a couple 2s and a 1, just like, that helps out. Different sizes, you can easily buy the smaller cards with those. Then get the bigger cards, slap out the big monies on there. So number 4, Maracaibo, because of the different shapes, it's got a theme to it. It fits in the game quite well, so Maracaibo, number 4. Next up, we are staying in the sea. Ah, the salty air breeze. And we come to the New Bedford at number 3. Why do I like it? Only has 2 sizes, 1s and 5s, but they are, the look and the feel of them are great. They look like old coins, even though they are cardboard. I like the design on it. You can get a bunch in your hand. You can feel it, like when it's just like, oh, I got a bunch of 5s. I'm gonna get me a bunch of whales. I can bring in a bunch of whales with all this money. Or I can buy things as well, houses, and like get victory points. I think the graphic design really sets this one apart. That's why it's so high on this list. You got a ton in the game. You only need 1s and 5s. You don't need more than that because you're only going to be needing those. But this game, I think the coin's really important to have this kind of a feeling. So number 3, New Bedford. Number 2, I'm going to whine about this. I'm not going to whine because it's a game about wine. It is Viticulture, number 2. Why? Look at the size of these coins. They are gigundous. You've got your 1s. See, it dropped on the 1 though. 1, 2s, and 5s. Look, 5. Dwarfs it. So small. You can tell this is a 5. It is huge. 2, look, giant. Same kind of coloring as the rest of them. The 1, coppery, great. Looks like money, feels like money. So you can easily figure out what you're doing. You're like, I gotta buy a worker for 4. Oh, there's my 5. Give me a 1 back. Got it. Bringing it in. The lira in this game are really good to feel. You can see them in the container just like, I'm gonna grab these. Look at this. They're all over the place. They're all over my board right now. Oh, this is crazy. They give you a good variety, a good amount of different tokens. I like the way they look. They've got the little, those leafy things on it. The laurel. They've got laurel on them. I like the laurel, I like the lira number. It's got the 2s and the 1s and the 5. The coins match the game to a T, as usual. Stonemaier does a great job with their games. I would love to get the upgrades for Viticulture as well, but honestly, I don't need it. These are just great as they are. I mean, everyone's like, the metal coins are great. I would prefer metal coins as much as I can, but I understand production, money, and cost. That's gonna eat up and make it a lot more expensive. I will just take the base of Viticulture anytime and use those. I think this is great. So that's number 2. Number 1, my all-time favorite monies in board games that I currently have is Dinosaur Island. Why? Because I was given the upgrades and they are giant, heavy metal coins. Metal! Metal coins. All right. Why do I like these metal coins so much? They are giant, they are heavy, they are painted different colors, and you can easily tell which ones are 1s, 5s, and 10s. You're gonna stack them up. You're gonna be able to play with these in your hands throughout the entire game. All right, as I've been doing, look at this. You hear that sound? Oh, that feels good. You're just sitting there waiting for that guy to pick up the ride that he needs. You're just like, come on, get that roller coaster you want. Ugh. I want to get the nacho place. Or the clever grill. Why are you taking so long to pick? See, you can have fun doing it. You can stack them up different. And the coin design is great. On the one side, you got the number, huge number on there. You can easily tell how much that is worth. Then on the other side, you've got the dinosaur skull and Dinosaur Island on it. These are just great to feel and play with. It's hard to explain how many other times I have used these outside of Dinosaur Island just to be using them because they're so great for either money in games or just like we were playing a game of RPG and we needed experience points be handed out. And I was using these. Look, so thick, so heavy. You are gonna tell where your money is. You're gonna know where it is. That's why at number 1, Dinosaur Island is, for me, the best money in the board games. Tell me what you thought. Where would you rank these? What is your favorite monies in the board games? Honestly, I don't think you could pick anything better than what I did because my picks are 2 words, awesome. So leave a comment, tell me what you think. Which monies are the best? Dinosaur Island. I wonder if Food Lion would take these.